Alright, back again with another bathroom reno installation, no pun intended. It's been a bit of a task lately actually with it, because I'm doing it myself and trying, getting the goods, bringing them home, working on the weekends, all that kind of stuff. It's a bit tiring. I had a bit of a disaster yesterday. One of the pipes burst. I inadvertently bent one, and that just water went everywhere. The bathroom had about an inch deep full of water in it. I was almost in tears. It was just a nightmare. So yeah, it's been a bit trying lately. Now it might be a bit dark in here because the big window's actually gone now. It's only a smaller window, so I hope the video's not too dark. Alright, so I'll get behind the camera and I'll show you what I've been up to. Alright. Now you can see all the boardings nearly up, except for here, behind. That's where the actual, I've got some pipe in there that's going down. That's going to be the actual bath. So we'll just come around. So I've got that in. So all the, I've started putting in the cornices. I'll fill in all the gaps. Because it is an old house, nothing's flush or flat or even, which has been a real nightmare. Everything's bent, and the poles, the actual uprights that were in some of the walls were like trees, like round, you know what I mean? So you can see here, I'll just go back, I've put all the boarding up and plastered in the gaps. So with the gaps, like along here, if you haven't done it before, I hadn't done it before, once you put it in, between the gap you've got to fill it in with a sealer, let that dry, and then you put a tape over it, which is like a flexible kind of tape, so you don't get cracks if there's movement in the sheeting, and then you have to plaster over that, and then let it dry, and then plaster over that again and sand it. I'm not worrying about sanding it or anything like that because it's going to be all rendered anyway, so it's going to be all rough, so it doesn't, I don't really care if it's nice and smooth. Alright, that's where the bath's going to go. So you've seen this before, it's all bricked up. So I'm hoping, in theory, that this old bath, nice clean looking bath it is going to fit in here. Alright, so that should fit in there. So I've still got, fill in some of the gaps around here and behind there. That's all cool. I'll just pan around. There's a little window. Now that was a window that was originally above the toilet, so I'm hoping that's gone now. So that was in there, and above the shower I'm going to have a skylight, so that'll let a lot of light in here. And I'm having a skylight that'll actually open out because I don't want to have a fan in here. I want to try and reduce the amount of power, the output of power that's used in here. So that'll let some light in. I'll be able to open it up, and because the bathroom, I'll have a shower curtain across here, because that'll be like a little room, I'm hoping that obviously heat rises and all the steam and everything should go out, and that should be fine, but we'll see how we go. There's the old hot water system. I'd love to get a new one and get solar hot water and all that stuff, but yeah, if someone's out there and they want to pay for it for me, feel free to give me a yell. So there's that corner there. That's where the pipe burst yesterday, and this was all an inch deep in water. So yeah, that was a real nightmare. Seems to be one problem after the other, but let's stay positive. There's the door, and the toilet hasn't gone in yet, so that's there. I've actually been looking at composting toilets, but I don't know, there's a lot to look. I'm still doing my research on them all. I'd like to get a composting one so I can utilise everything. And that's basically it. I'll just pan back out again. And I know it's going to be dark, but where the fridge was in here, that's going to become a pantry as well too. So, but that's it. So I would have liked to have had like a little archway in here. So the bathroom area, you kind of stepped into it, and it was, like a little place, you know what I mean? Like something where you can, have your bath and your shower, and on a daily basis, obviously, but sometimes as a, you know, a special kind of place. I know that sounds like a wank, but you know what I mean. So that's it. I've still got to do all, like, the cornices and stuff you can see over there. I've still got to do up around here. I've managed to do outside, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's getting there slowly. I'll start filling in all the gaps here and there, and then I've got some waterproofer for inside the bathtub, and the actual hand basin is going to go here underneath the window, and I'll have a bath rack and towel rack and all that kind of stuff here and there, and you know, I'm keeping a measure of how much it's costing me too, so when I finally finish, besides having a party, I'll go through the actual cost process of how much it's all cost me. I think from till now it's probably cost me about $300-400 bucks. The most expensive thing's actually been the bathroom fittings. Like that brace there for the bath and a couple of other little fittings cost me $60 bucks. You know, which is ridiculous. I think it is anyway. And like, I've done all the wall, like that whole wall was done for $60 bucks. And I've got this little bit. Anyway, I'm not here to complain. So that's it. And yeah, don't forget, if anyone wants to give me a free solar hot water service, give me a yell. But that's it. Alright. Cool. Thanks for watching. I'll come back again with another installment as well. I've been using the neighbour's bathroom too. A couple of people asked me, like, what are you doing if you're doing this? Where are you having a shower? So I'm having a shower at someone else's house. And yeah, I've got an outdoor toilet that I've been using too. So, which I'm actually kind of getting into, I have to admit. Not literally, obviously, but you know what I mean. Like, being outside, it's, I don't know, not as bad. It's bad when it rains, but that's about it. So yeah, I was going to film it yesterday, but I was just, yeah, a bit of a wreck. Like, you know, literally water spraying everywhere, and oh man. Yeah, it was a nightmare. Anyway, that's all cool now, so I'll come back in the next few weeks and I'll do a few more and show you how I'm going. Cool. Any questions, just give me a yell. I'm learning as I go, so cool. Alright, see you soon.